Hello Amritians, I hope you all are fine. So today we are going to proceed with our new video. In the previous video I had explained the program cat flying, how you can fly a cat, where the building was moving and the cat was standing still. But now in the next program we are going to start how you can add variables, hide the variables from the stage, and it will be your rocket ship game part 1. Means half of the game will be covered in this program and other half of the game will be covered in the next video. So let's proceed with the IDE of Scratch. So this is my IDE. So let's proceed with my coding part. I am clicking on the create button and you will get editor in front of you. So this is the Scratch editor. So let's proceed. First of all, I am going to select the sprites that are relevant for my program. I am going to delete the default sprite. So for this video, the sprites that I need are rocket ship. Next sprite that I need in my video is rocks. And one more sprite that I need is a button. Now we are going to do very interesting part with this button. So we are having 3 sprites: rocket ship, rocks and button. So let's see the background. Let's take stars as a background. So now after this, my first step is to let you know how you can add a variable and hide the variable from the stage. First of all, you have to click on this variables button from the block palette. You will get an option make a variable, where you will get the name of your variables. So I am going to click on make a variable. You will get this interface in front of you. So here you have to write the name of the variable that you want in your game. So I am going to name a variable that is score. After this, they will ask you 2 options for all sprites or for this sprite only. So you have to click for all sprites. Why? Because the variable that you are going to click, that is for all the sprites that will be attached with all sprites. If you will click for this sprite only, then if your button icon sprite is pressed, then the variable will only move for your button sprite. If you are taking this variable for rocks sprite, then this variable will work only for that sprite. So I am going to take a score variable for all the sprites. So after this, I will click on OK. You can see a score variable. You can see the score variable on the stage. Again, I am going to create one more variable from the same option, make a variable. I am going to click it. I am going to create a new variable. The name of the new variable is speed. When I will create this new variable, if you want to hide any variable, you can simply disable it from this button. You have to untick the variable. The variable will be hidden from your stage. So you can't see the variable name speed from the stage. So if you want to hide your score variable also, you can untick it. You can see the score variable is also hidden. So again, if you want to show it, you have to tick it. After this, we are going to start with the coding part of rocket ship. I am going to click the sprite first rocket ship. Now I am going to start this program when green flag is clicked. After this, I want to move the direction of my rocket. So first of all, I will click on point in direction. So here, instead of 90 degree, I will select 180 degree. Again, I will click the variables button from the block palette. So here you will get one option, set my variable to 0. I am going to select this variable, set my score variable to 0. Because every time whenever you will click, when you will start playing again from the beginning, every time the scores by default will be 0. Every time when you again click on now play, then the score of your game will always be 0. So that is why we are selecting this block, set score to 0. When I will click the green flag, you can see the rocket start pointing in the direction right 180 degree, and by default the scores are set to 0. After this, if I want to resize my rocket from the looks block in the block palette, I will select set size to. Instead of 100%, I will click over here 50%. You can see the size of the rocket is reduced to 50%. After this, from the block palette, I am going to click on the control block. Then here I will take this loop repeat until. So basically what is my game? My game is when the rocket ship is going to touch the rocks, the game will be over. Whenever my rocket is going to touch the rocks, my game will be over. So see this button. Button will act as your gun, pointing gun, where you are going to point the rocks with this rocket ship. So first of all, I am going to code the rocket ship repeat until the game will continue until my rocket is going to collide with any rock. So from the sensing blocks in the block palette, I will take this touching mouse pointer. So when I will click on touching rocks, then from the control block, I will take if then loop. If I am going to touch my up arrow, then I will take this block, key space is pressed. When instead of space, when you will click on this drop down button, you will see when key up arrow is pressed, then what is going to happen? My rocket will move upside. When I will click on the down arrow, my rocket will move in the downward direction. So when my rocket is going to move upward direction, it will affect the y-axis. So here from the motion block, I will click change y by 10. it is moving in the upward direction. So that is why I am not going to use the value minus 10, just 10. So again, from the control block, again I am going to take if then loop. If from the sensing block key down arrow is pressed, if the key down arrow is pressed, then change y by minus 10, because in the downward direction my minus y axis is going to be affected. So I will take change y by minus 10. So when I will click this green flag, you can see when I will move my rocket upside, downside, my rocket is moving. So after this, I am going to code my button. From the events block, I am going to take when green flag is clicked, and after that I am going to change the size of my button. From the looks block, from the block palette, set size to. I am going to take this set size to. Instead of 100%, take 10% only. Again click on the green flag. You can see a laser with a rocket ship. So we will proceed the further game in our next video. Till this, practice by yourself, code it each and everything, and understand the meaning of the codes. It is very crucial at this position when I will ask you how you can change the direction of the sprite. You can immediately tell me that it's point in direction. So how you can add score, how you can hide the score or variables, you understand this in this video. So the next part rocket ship part 2 will be explained in next video. Thank you very much.